can hear me. I think I say that every time.
And then you say, I think I say that every time.
I probably say that every time I say that every time. We're waiting to make sure we're live because the delay changes. It varies.
Oh, I hear the ad.
I do too.
Yep. Oh, and you don't have your volume down.
I didn't turn my volume down.
But we're live.
I think I forget something every week. Okay, friends. Hey, friends. Happy Wednesday, Friends Day. At least you know we're the real deal. There's little mistakes right off the bat. I hope you're having a great day today. Emily is here with me in studio.
Hello.
And we're going to paint this cute bumblebee butt in a crocus. Today, I've got a traceable. It's on my website, annietroe.com. I set the traceable up 6x6 just for a little variety because I have a few 4x4 inch ones that are bumblebees. But if you print it out at 67%, that'll be 4x4 inches, or you can figure out whether you want it larger or smaller, what size you want it. Did I say annietroe.com? I took it from a photo. This is from a photo I took. I'll do a screenshot when we fly over to my art table, and you can. I'll do another show. I'll show. Should we just start over? I'll give you a screenshot after we fly over to my art table, and then I want to do a quick little show and tell. So this video is coming Sunday, April 24th, 2022. My little post-it. Just some poppies. Fun little painting, 6x6 you might like. Okay, Emily, after you set that down, we're going to fly. Alrighty, I'm going to scoot over here. That's funny. I couldn't talk. We're moving chords. Okay. Whoops, I need a little looser than that, hun. Okay. Pretty good. I'm going to have to move it up a little, maybe. Sorry, guys, for the wiggles. There. Okay. Yay. Oops. We're tangled, or you were. There we go. Yay. So I painted my background. So these are 4" by 4" canvases from Michaels. They're 1.5 inches thick. Stapled on the back. To tighten them up, you spray some water in it. I have a video in my art tips playlist. Dry it with a hair dryer. Let it dry overnight. That kind of thing. Oh, here, let's get you a screenshot. So I'm going to turn it sideways in case you want to take a screenshot so you have the reference. You can always back it up too, even live if you want. And there it is if it's easier for you this way, but it's not as big. I just was on a walk and I saw this single little crocus poking out, so I took the photo. Somebody posted in the Facebook group a really cute bumblebee and a crocus, but I didn't want to use that as a reference because I license my art to manufacturers and copyright's a big deal. Here's what the traceable looks like. You don't really need a screenshot of that. Okay. So my colors today. I even wrote crocus on my back of the plate. Don't remember which palette this is. Okay, let's make sure things are in frame. I'm hoping, Emily, when you get a chance, there's more. Oh, here, I can look. Never mind. I can look. I forgot I have my iPad that I didn't turn the volume down on. So we'll start here with Mars Black. Quinacridone Magenta, right there. Let's see, right there. I like that color a lot. Prism Violet. So that's the really dark color right here. It's a really yummy color. I like that one. Bright Aqua Green. It's a fun color. I've been having a lot of fun with it. That's actually probably a pretty old tube. I think that's their old packaging. Yeah. Because here's much newer packaging. Cadmium yellow, medium hue. Which I think this one, no. I don't know how old that one is. So, sorry, bright aqua green here. Cad yellow here. Got off track a little bit. And titanium white. Okay, and then I took quite a bit of cad yellow, a little bit of the aqua green. It makes this really pretty lime green. You could also just buy lime green in whatever brand of paint you like to use. Here's a vivid lime green that would be pretty darn close. And then I took the aqua green and just a little bit of purple and made a blue. This is, Prism Violet, and a little bit of the aqua green and made a blue. This is Prism Violet and white. And then I just pulled the greens out, added some quinacridone to get a brown, to get a warm green, darker green. You add a little black to it maybe. This one's just a cooler green, just to have some puddles out. And I think that sets the table. This one, I think I just lightened up the brown, maybe added a little purple to it. Okay, and then our light is coming from over here. Yeah, Emily made suns for me. I'm gonna get I put my reference photo where I couldn't see it, but I'm gonna move it so I can, or my reference painting and my reference photo. So how are you guys doing today? It's spring. It's spring here in central USA.
Central USA.
Well, I mean, not everybody's even in the US.
Yeah. No, I just liked how you said it.
Oh. I'm going to get going here. Oh, I just used a black chalk pastel. This time I used a Prismacolor new pastel. It's kind of hard to see. It's dirty. They're harder. They don't have as much dust, which I like. And also the Hippie Crafter ones I've been using don't have as much dust. I like that. You don't have as much cleanup to do when you transfer it. This is a kneaded eraser. It's just sort of like silly putty. I think I'm going to start with the bee and get that in there. Oh, and another thing that I did, I don't know if you noticed, in that quick flash, I left off the wings. I have them on the traceable, but I ended up deciding that maybe they were just kind of tucked down in here, because I didn't like the values against the flower. But you could put the wings on there if you wanted. And then I left off the little yellow, but it's just a little straight up and down center of the flower. Bends a little bit. You could maybe make a triangle shape. Okay. I think the bee butts are so cute. I think I might pin this one to the top of the YouTube page.
Yeah, the bee butts are cute.
And I really like Albert Eggstein, which sold. It sold at my show in March, which is exciting. I mean, it's really cute, but I think it's time for it to come down.
Yeah, that was kind of like the beginning of spring before till Easter kind of video.
Yeah. Oh, that brush. This is a #1 round, but it's really looking kind of sad. So just, a lot of times they say work dark to light, but I want to get, the bee is one of the more important things to me. I actually might make it a smidge bigger. And then I can either use black for a gray, or you could put in a little bit of the brown, or whatever you have in your palette. Don't run out and buy colors. Just use what you have. Unless you want to, of course. Like, I don't want people to feel like they can't get it right if they don't have the exact colors. Freckles is also here in the studio today. I don't know if you guys heard her.
She's in a work. She's trying to find somewhere she wants to be.
She was in her house. Oh, I kind of moved her house a little bit. I have to try to remember to pick this one up, Emily, because it's little. Give him.
I'll try and remind you.
I might have just made that a little big, too big. Well, if needed, I have some greens. I can shrink it back up. Let's paint a little. Boy, that's a crappy brush. The little ones just don't last as long. Plus, I'm
hard on them.
I'm hard on them. So I'm going to paint white on top of the green so my yellow will be much stronger. Otherwise it could take, depending on your yellow, you have to look, but this one is somewhat transparent. It has half a square filled in. pretty sure that's what the square means. I have to remind myself. Yep, semi-opaque. It'll be quicker to paint it on top of the white rather than trying to get a bunch of layers of yellow to make it really bright. Sometimes it works to your advantage. If you just want a muted yellow, you can paint it right on top of your background. What else do we want to do? I'm tempted to switch brushes. Do we have anybody here with us today, Emily?
So far just in the chat we have Bonita and Susie.
Hi guys, thanks for coming. We really appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day. Hope the weather's nice.
Yeah, it's gloomy here.
Oh,
It's supposed to be warmer-ish, but gloomy.
I thought it was supposed to rain more, and we really need it.
Yeah, I think it. I don't. Well, I guess I think it's supposed to be just done by late afternoon if the iPhone weather app is correct.
Yeah, we need it. We just haven't had the moisture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and every year it gets a little worse, I feel like, but I don't know if that's true. I'm not tracking it like a weather person or.
Well, I feel like we don't get it through the winter anymore. Like ever since I think maybe like my first year in the dorm, we got quite a bit of snow, and then like my first year in an apartment, we got snow, but I feel like I've avoided like massive amounts of shoveling since then. Like we haven't really had like a good snowfall.
Yeah.
Through the winter.
Well, and the dorm would feel like more because you have to walk to class through it.
Yeah, true. I had to walk, a block or block and a half to get to where I parked my car.
I'm looking for a new brush. Ooh, here, let me show you the difference. One that I haven't ruined yet. It looks like I've even used it maybe once. And one that I don't know if you can see it, but one I haven't taken care of. They just start to get fuzzy and frayed on the end. They're both #1 Simply Simmons. Now that I did that, I'm kind of like, oh, this is the only one I have. Should I save it? I need to go buy some. So I'm putting where my whites are going to go so I don't forget. The cords are moving. Is it just me, Em?
Mm-hmm.
They're just tangled. I can see them swinging and... Well, I think it's because... I guess I won't worry about it.
I'm okay. I have enough slack.
Well, they're banging against my legs, so I was just wondering what was going on. Em's like, I'm fine. I need to pick up the pace. Go a little slow.
It's a slow day.
It's a sleepy day.
It is a sleepy day. When I woke up, I expected the sun to be out, but there was no sun.
It was supposed to rain more than it did. I already just said that.
You're concerned about the weather.
Well, I am a bit. I mean, it just gets drier and drier. What do I want to do? So I added some magenta to warm this up a bit, which is why I have quite a few colors on my palette. I wasn't liking the light violet and then light violet, just different tones, tints, values there. That's the word I'm looking for. I can move my, there we go. Did you bring crocheting, Emily?
I didn't.
Oh, what are you going to do? House stuff? Work? Work for somebody else on my time?
Work for you. I was gonna,
You can work for somebody else on my time.
Get thumbnails up and stuff.
Oh.
Because now time is of the essence since I think I only have, what?
I have
2
the
weeks?
calendar over here. 2 weeks before you...
3 weeks? Oh, today's the 20th?
Today
Yeah,
is-
3 weeks. Well, 3 weeks, or a little less than 3 weeks till we close on the house, but just like 3 weeks and 1 day until we move to the house. So.
Feeling a little pressure. Under pressure.
Yeah, because I'm not that, like, packing takes a long time.
It does.
I'm not that far. I've literally only, I've done all of the closet except for, like, a few things that I could see myself wearing or whatever, and I'll just throw those either in a box or whatever. But, and I have all the clothes out of that not dresser, but it's technically a sideboard that you would put in a dining room.
Mm-hmm.
But I had like extra socks, and that's where I keep my shorts for the summer and stuff. So like that's all cleaned out. I have like 3 more bags of donation clothes because I'm just like, I haven't worn you. I kept you as like a memory, but like I haven't looked at you, I haven't thought of you in so long. So you're just going because I don't want to have to deal with you.
Oh yeah, that's the upside of moving, is getting rid of stuff.
Yeah. So I haven't, it's literally just like closet is officially, I guess I started like the little cute, we have like a cute little cabinet that holds alcohol and cute little glasses and things like that. So I started on that, but I still haven't, I feel like I have 3 weeks, so I'm fine. I'm just doing it slowly, but I feel like everything still looks the same. So all I'm doing is the stuff that I don't really, like I see for 5 minutes every day when I get dressed.
Well, it's like, you know, gotta wait on the kitchen, gotta wait on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, gotta wait on the kitchen.
I'm sorry, honey. I just switched to a 1/4-inch flat brush. It's a number 6 Craft Smart. Okay, go ahead.
And then I mean, I guess I could do like the store, like food storage, or not food storage, just like pantry stuff we have that we don't really touch. I could do that, but yeah, we kind of do. The stinky thing is we use most everything that's in the kitchen. I guess now that I've made those cupcakes, I could do probably the odds and ends, like the cake pans and the cupcake tins, because I don't think I'll be making those in the next 3 weeks.
No, Emily made lemon Oreo cupcakes with lemon cream cheese frosting. Is that accurate? Mm-hmm. They were good.
They weren't as lemony. I think I need new lemon extract, but yeah, those are my favorite. I love those. I could eat the entire, like, I mean, because so I guess the process is I make the batter or whatever, and then I put them in the pans, and I see how many I can fit, because the Oreo sucks up a lot of space, but somehow I still don't seem to get a full 24 out of the batch.
Oh,
I don't know if that batch is only supposed to make 12.
I never do.
Or, okay. And then, but then there's always like leftover frosting, and then once I ice them, and if there's leftover lemon Oreos, because I top them with like crumbled lemon Oreos, like I end up like eating probably 3 cupcakes in the process. Because once it comes out of the oven, I let it cool for like a minute, but then you gotta test one to make sure that it's food safe, like safe to eat. So, and that's probably the best, is like them straight from because like then the Oreo's still really mushy. It's really good. I like them.
Yeah, when it's warm? Mm-hmm. Oh, I've never had them warm, I don't think, have I?
Well, yeah, the icing would just melt right off.
Yeah, it would.
So it's not iced when I have it warm, but they're delish.
Oh, here, I'm going to go back to I'm just bouncing around so things dry.
Yeah, so you don't have much real estate in this one.
Well, I try to get closer because it's little. Mm-hmm. It's a little better than what I see when I look at the top of my camera. I can see the top of my phone better. My stomach just growled. I hope that one didn't catch. And so there I didn't paint all the way over. And so that green is going to hopefully give me a shadowed yellow. Did a little bit. Freckles doesn't know what to do.
No.
I saw her just staring at me off to my left.
Was.
She's just like eyeballing me.
She was looking at you, expecting you to look down and do something about it.
Like, is she going to pay attention to me? Mm-hmm. Now she left. We need a cat cam. We need a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a cat cam would be so funny.
I thought I had everything today. I didn't realize that I forgot the volume.
Oh, it's fine. Or like just a general cam, so like I could move it to cat cam, or I could show what, I don't know. Like if I was crocheting or something, I could show that, or
Yeah.
that little software kind of thing would be nice just for the fun stuff of like, if I show a picture, I could have it in like a little tiny box, like up in the corner or in the lower bottom corner, and like you could constantly see the reference photo you're working off of, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Just really small
yeah,
though.
Like yeah.
That would be fun.
That'd be good. People would like that.
It'd keep me busier. I guess I wouldn't be able to do other things.
You'd have to work.
I would have to just straight up work. Oh no.
Huh.
I wouldn't be able to do my like because I work on my laptop, and then I glance at your stream, and
She's slacking, guys. I'm assuming you don't mind me throwing
No.
you under the bus. I love that you're here. I'm going to make a little bit of an orange. So a little quinacridone, that's probably too much. So when you mix with your brush, that wears them out quicker too. And look at that, that's way. So let's pull it up. There, now it's starting to get a little bit more orange. Hopefully that's on in frame. I always want to say on video, but it was a little more maybe. So just kind of keep creeping up. Oh, it didn't even come off the end of my brush. I've got it in my brush.
you can see it sitting in there.
Okay. Let's put a little. I think the fun part is when you put in the grass almost. The fun.
I really like
funky.
Yeah, I saw it pre-grass.
Oh, she wasn't liking it.
It was fine. Like it was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine. It was just kind of like it was like when the lily pad, because you had made the stem very similar shade and also like tone to the petals. So it was very I don't
Not
know.
to your liking.
Yeah, well, it was just like it didn't pop like most of your paintings do. And then the grass really, I think you I don't know if you added the warmth in there, or you added an extra, like another light and another dark that helped, and then the grass was cute.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really talk about this. I mean, I just have, this is like with the rooster painting, which would be a newer one. I've done this in Pure Wedding, which is coneflower paintings. You know, I just have a little bit of directional lines, some dark values for the grasses. I did this a little bit in that Albert Einstein, but I didn't do it in a different color. I think I did it in greens. I'm just sort of setting myself up for grass. And the goal is not to paint each grass, each blade. Try to just get away with as few as possible. Did I cut you off, hon?
No.
I think of something when you I like it when you talk to me because I think of stuff. Because I'm really not looking at the chat, you know, so if they had questions, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, my son's over here. My light's coming from that direction. Even though I've got a little reflective light back here just to make it look rounder. That's what's kind of fun about painting is you can kind of change reality just a little bit if you need to. If you want an edge to show, you can lighten what's next to it or darken what's next to it to help it show.
Unless that spot is really cozy for you, you could get away with scooching your palette a little more to the left, and then push your painting a little more to center, because I think it's grabbing your palette rather than your what you call it.
Oh, it's not focusing?
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's do a screen.
There, that helped.
Okay. Yeah, I can. That's what's nice about having my iPad sitting there with the volume down. Is that I can look up and see what you're talking about quick. I didn't do that in the other one. I just grabbed a little yellow for some reason. It's gonna look brown. Warm up that side a little bit. Grab a little black, or sorry, prism violet. Okay, let's see. We want a little. I'm using this Credier #1 because I'm like, I don't know if I have another backup, and you know how I am with backups. Because if I really need it, like I pulled it out a little bit because I needed it for a tight spot.
Mm-hmm. And there's a backup to the backup.
Yes, well, depending, yeah. Well, these days, like, I go to Michael's sometimes, I don't see brushes that I want.
Yeah, but you've always been a backup lady.
Yeah.
There's always a backup. And then it's like, if you open the backup, then it's like, oh no, like I need to get the other, I need to get the backup back.
Yep, I have a linen closet with backup laundry soap and fabric softener. And when I open that up and I go buy another one for the backup.
There's backup like ranch or
usually
things in the cupboard, like things that like are staples,
Usually.
Backup, whatever.
Okay. So I have a light puddle of Prism Violet and a dark puddle, and then sometimes I just mix a middle puddle in between. You could work in, oh, sorry.
No, you go.
You could work in one area and then do wet on wet blending instead of bouncing around too. Like I kind of did that right here. That was all wet on wet. Go ahead.
Just gonna say that it's already 12:26. If you find a
I'm always surprised how fast that goes.
It's the first 30 minutes that go really fast. I guess it's because your intro cuts into it, and then like the setup. So you really aren't painting that long because you're talking about the colors and the
Gotta flash some colors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure I thank people who send money. That's the primary reason. So I'm going to get my notes. All right. I want to thank Catherine B., Dale H., Lori M., and Albert L. for sending money to support the channel. Thank you. Oh, I need my art hug. Where do we put it?
Oh, no.
Thank you. I'll do it this way. Emily made an art hug for, oh, Emily, you're pulling.
Oh, am I?
Yes, you were like tangled.
Here you go.
Oh, here we go. Look what Em made. She made a great big happy art hug.
I did make him big. I made him big.
Just stuck it to an old brush.
So he would be big.
Yay, thank you. Hopefully you guys think that's funny. We think it's cute.
Yeah.
There's a giveaway that I also want to mention, just in case. Oh, sorry, I bumped my video arm. Just in case you're interested, it's no pressure. Giveaways happen only on my Facebook page. So there's a new Bumblebee painting I did, and I'm giving away this little 4x4 inch. Signed on the back. I always sign it on the back. And then since I do such little paintings, I have just my little initials on the front. So that is, the giveaway starts on Facebook April 22nd, 2022. Runs through Sunday, April 24th, 2022. Random.org will pick the winner on Monday, April 25th. U.S. residents only to keep it legal. And then I'll put the details in the Facebook post. It usually goes up pretty early on that Friday, April 22nd. But I just wanted to give you a heads up. I also post it in the Facebook group to give you a heads up in case you're interested. And then zero pressure to enter. It's just a small way to thank you guys for all the support. It just means, I say this all the time, it does mean the world to me. I really didn't think anybody would do this, would watch. I didn't think anybody would send money for support.
Speaking of sending money for support.
Oh, Chase, man. Good thing I didn't look. What if it wasn't?
Yeah, what if it wasn't? Yeah, but I mean, you guessed correctly. So.
Thank you, Chase. Really, really appreciate it. What do you want for dinner tonight? That means it's just, it gives me hope. Mm-hmm. It's like, keep going.
Well, it took you a lot, it took me a lot of convincing.
It did.
Because you were just like, people watch that online? Like people, because you weren't, like, what, you'd go to YouTube to...
Well, I knew about Ginger and Angela, but I didn't, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I feel like, I mean, I'm talking, because I convinced you or mentioned it, I feel like. I said it for like a couple years. Like, you should do this. It was really, there was like a big jump of people doing like Bob Ross. Like, I painted a Bob Ross painting on my wall, And so then I think...
Was it really a couple years? Because we haven't been on YouTube
years
that long.
Ago. No, not a couple. It's got, maybe that's like 4 years now. If I've been almost helping you with 2.
Okay.
I just remember there being a big craze of like people painting Bob Ross paintings on things, on shoes, on dogs. Like they would like...
oh, you're right. But I just don't remember.
So people in the comments would be like, I love watching people time-lapse paint, or like, I love watching this person paint. People should post more painting videos. And I don't know if like, other painter people were doing it then. They probably were, because you told me there are
Angela's
people
been
that
doing
have,
it like 10 years or something.
yeah, you've told me that there's people that have been doing it for 10 years, but they
Yeah, I didn't realize I was such a tough nut.
but you were just like, I just remember you being like, people watch painting online, and I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, I watch different, like, other things online, or like I'll listen to people's commentation on things online, so like, why wouldn't people watch people paint and learn online?
Well, I did a little bit, but I didn't, I kind of found it boring. I never liked Bob Ross. Excuse me, as a young person, but maybe it's because I was a young person.
Yeah.
I was the kind of kid that wanted to go run around outside.
Yeah, you weren't really, I mean, he was there for
I didn't like Mr. Rogers.
the older generation, I would think.
Yeah,
you know,
probably.
if you, because like, watched that documentary on him,
Oops,
and all of the people that you would see, I didn't see any children like going to
right. They didn't go to
the things or whatever
the paint-alongs,
Yes,
live paint-along.
yeah.
I don't know what he called them, but
yeah.
I'm just messing with the values because I don't like what's happening here. Yeah, I was probably too young for him. There's another guy too. I can picture him. I can't think of his name.
Well, there was that flower lady that was in the documentary.
No, there's a different guy.
Oh.
That's a little better. I could get rid of that inside turn of the petal if you don't like doing that part. Right here. It doesn't really show that much on this one. It's right there. Maybe a little smaller in this one. We're making some progress. I just caught my sleeve on the edge of my table. I'm just trying to get some values down and see what I think. And it would go quicker with a bigger brush.
Susie said people watch other people brush people's hair out on YouTube. It's crazy. No,
Really?
I think I've seen clips of it on TikTok, but there are people that watch like.
Well, what are we doing all this work for?
Yeah. You could just be brushing my hair this entire time.
Oh, wait a minute. I really love art.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
This entire time you could have just been brushing my hair. But
oh, no, mine. It's really short.
yeah. Well, I don't think yours would get us to that.
No,
8
I
minutes.
know. Yeah.
If we want to hit that 8 minute, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
But
it's funny.
I swear I've seen somewhere. I don't know if it's. I think I saw them on TikTok or something. But they do like lice removal or something.
Oh, geez.
And you literally just watch them brush out their hair with the tiniest little comb. And they go section by section, but and then there's everything on YouTube. There's people that clean like hoarders' homes on YouTube. No, one thing I do actually like watching on YouTube.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, sorry, what?
I was gonna say that's probably where they get some of the reality TV ideas from.
Yeah. There's a carpet clean. What's his name? There's a guy he's got to be like my age. I feel like let's see. Let's see here.
I just want to make this edge stronger so that yellow stands out a little bit. So I just added a little quinacridone.
Advanced cleaning systems. I literally watch him, and he does like carpet cleaning and like rug cleaning, and he'll get like this area rug from a couple that has had it for like 20 years, never washed it, kind of thing. Cute. And he'll wash it, and just when he uses the like steam vacuum suction clean thing, and then all of a sudden it looks like a new rug again. I like that a lot.
That sounds weird. I don't mean that mean. It just sounds.
No, but there's like literally everything.
Is it just relaxing?
Yeah, I guess. It's like it's fun to watch it come clean, you know?
Oh.
Or like he'll do restaurants that are like
dirty,
greasy, nasty, whatever. So then when he cleans the kitchen where like under the grease trap and stuff, or like where the grease would be, it's like satisfying for when it's clean again. Bonita says, I only watch YouTube painting tutorials while I'm learning to paint acrylics and watercolor. Amazing what YouTube offers. Yeah, I feel like that's more, I guess you listen to other stuff, but I feel like yours is more like informational or like.
I watch other artists that I think are better than me.
Yeah, it's more like whereas I watch a man clean the carpets.
What else? I started watching, because you're watching it, I thought it'd be interesting to listen in on the Johnny Depp trial.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also wondering, like, I don't want if it turns into like what they did with O.J. Simpson, watching the SUV on the highway got really boring for me and kind of strange. But people watched it. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't say that, because I mean everybody's got. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah.
Everybody has their things.
I watch obviously since you found it through me, I watch the court TV trial stuff, but I watch it with I don't think I've ever watched one. I don't think one's ever happened really while I was like probably of age to pay attention to it. Mm-hmm. But because I remember like the Casey Anthony and that happened when I was little or younger. I remember I would try to turn on the TV to watch something and it's like that's all that was on. But I don't think a court case like that has happened that's like been televised since I've been old enough. But I watch it I've been watching the Johnny Depp case with like a lawyer that does like gives her opinion on cases on YouTube, and she mostly does like pop culture cases and things like that.
Well, I like the lawyer. I was watching a different one than yours because they took hers off because another channel claimed copyright, which they can't. There's just a batch of cameras that they all can stream from.
Yep, that's what she exactly said that.
I'm like, that's just I mean, that's what drives me nuts about YouTube. YouTube, are you listening? You're driving me nuts with stuff like that.
Yeah, people can just claim your video that they don't have.
Or some little chunk of music that's copyright free, and then they can. But anyway, I like the lawyer comments. I think that's the most interesting.
Yeah, that's why I watch her, because then she'll say like she says things like, if like this continues to if they continue to answer questions like this will start to annoy the jury by it's like week 6, because this is literally going to go 6 weeks, or so that's nice to know. Yeah. Or she'll say that like why the objection was sustained, or like why could they have not sustained it, like all that stuff, things that you don't know, she explains. Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, but like listening to opening statements that go on forever, or like listening hours, to I am only at the beginning because I just started listening to it while I was painting the cow yesterday. But anyway, it's nice that they comment, and it's like, oh well, that's interesting and that's interesting. But sometimes I'm like, are you just trying to bore them to tears? Are you just trying to drag it out?
Or like it's the only opportunity to tell a story is in the opening statements, or you can tell absolutely every story, which I think is not necessarily smart. But
it's the only time
I'm not
to
a lawyer.
make statements, I guess.
Yeah,
is in the beginning and in the end.
Well, I call it telling stories. But because who knows what's true? I don't.
Susie says watching artists paint makes sense. We are learning something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I get that part, but I just like. Well, yeah,
I think
I also didn't want the extra work. I mean, I don't, I'm so glad we did it after I say that statement. I am so glad we did it because I really love it. But I just like,
it's a learning curve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time just like learning.
Clearly it's a learning curve. I still didn't turn down the volume on my iPad. And then did you start helping me right away with editing, Emily? I think you did.
I mean, you threw up a couple videos on your own. Like the ones, if you look way back.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't mean like right away from my beginnings.
Oh, okay.
When we first started, like, okay, we're going to do YouTube.
Yeah, I used to trim down the full video. Like
did you? I couldn't remember.
I would trim down, like you would put it all in there, and I would cut out the in-betweens and things like that.
And take out the sound.
And then you eventually started doing the, like, trimming out of, I don't know, like where you talked and like you would do the time lapse stuff. Yeah,
I do basic trimming for you now.
Trimming out where you pick your nose.
But there's people who do this without help. I have help.
Yeah.
I'm complaining and I have help.
But
well, I just was afraid. I have so many other things going on. Like I get grumpy because I need to send art to my agent, so that gets it bugs me. Like I need to do it right now, so it's bugging me. And it just adding YouTube is just more work with. In the beginning, or at least for quite a while, there's not going to be much money,
Yeah.
But people like it. When I sell original, they like that they can go watch the painting process.
Well, and I think, in taking out the, like, other people liking it, I think you've enjoyed more when people really like your work.
Oh, I've gotten to know art friends.
Art friends, but, because the only people that would see that painting are me, and then, you know, family, and and then whoever really buys it, or if they walk in the gallery and see it. Whereas, like, when you watch the process online and whatever, and you hear feedback about paintings and liking them or whatever, I can tell that you like that a lot.
Oh yeah, I
More, you get more joy out of it just than me constantly being like, I like this one.
Yeah. Oh, I like the feedback. Even like they're like, I don't like that. I'm like, oh, that's good to know. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll paint it differently most likely next time anyway. So you know, I'll remember their comments. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, and I like the traceables. When I can do them, I try to keep them with the simple paintings or when I'm not in a hurry. Mm-hmm. I like that too. I think that's fun. I think it's really fun to see what people do. Mm-hmm. I think they're so good. I'm like, geez Louise, I wasn't that good when I started. Mm-hmm. They're so good. Yeah, no, I like it's been really good for me, the interaction. Mm-hmm. Well, then Emily had to talk me into the lives. Mostly because I was worried, like, well, I don't want to, I can't edit if I say something stupid. I can't edit it out. You know, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
What? I saw something in the...
I'm just hinting at legs here. Just kind of dabbing. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Oh, I saw somebody painted your rooster that we did recently.
Yeah, there are two somebody's have.
Oh, really? I saw one. But anyway, I think it was just like 2 days ago or something like that. Yesterday, I think literally yesterday.
You could go look in the group.
And I could take the time to go look in the group. And but I liked their brush strokes on the body were God, I don't know what the artsy fartsy term would be, but I really liked how they did the brush strokes on the body.
Yeah. I learned from everybody in the group.
They stand out more than yours. Like yours are softer or like more blended, and there's but they did the like blue where you did the blue, and I like how like where it's more apparent, where you can see it more.
Oh, instead of me blending it all in.
Well, I like you're blending it all in because then you don't really realize it as much, you know?
Yeah.
But I also like the like how like where you can starkly see the blue, and I like
it. Yeah, it's like bold and artsy, and yeah, it's neat. I thought it was really neat.
Oh, it's Kathy. Kathy painted the rooster.
Yeah, we're talking about
in the group. Yeah, I really liked her rooster. It was so cute.
Oh, I know. I mean, and you can't help but have your own handwriting, which I also enjoy seeing. I'm just kind of playing with values a little bit here.
Yeah, but that one is a perfect like example of your painting and someone else's like handwriting. You know?
Oh yeah.
How you say?
And it's even more than handwriting too, but it's just everything goes into it.
Because like I like if I saw, like because I know you and I see your paintings, if I saw that painting, I would assume that this painting is from somebody that watches you, obviously. But I still like that it's not like a literal carbon copy of yours, you know?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what can be frustrating is if you're trying to, I don't know, trying to make it look like mine and you can't. Well, you're not a forger, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's a huge skill. But you're just probably not if you're beginning, or but you're gonna. So like I like other people's paintings better than mine. You just do because you just appreciate them. Oops, I scooted over. It takes me a while sometimes to like mine. I really didn't like this one, which is normal for me, till until I added the grass, and then I didn't like it maybe for 4 days later. It just depends on how long I get away from it. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about it, but what's in my head a lot of times doesn't come out onto the canvas. And that might be pretty good. I might make this one more pink, which isn't probably what happens in life. Am I still? Yeah, I'm still pretty good here. I've got a lot of colors today. I actually don't recommend it.
That's a pretty palette, though.
Oh yeah.
There's not really any like.
I tend to have
ugly
pretty
mud colors.
No, that's why I like I have a puddle and then mix on the fly method, which is probably frustrating. Some are just totally mixed on the fly. Of course, it's a little bit easier to do with oils. Well, I don't know. Scratch that. I think you can do it either way. I kind of like having some values and some colors that I can then make lighter or darker. I don't know if that's easier or harder. You'll find it, though. You'll find what you like. Don't fret. Part of it's because I'm using a styrofoam plate and I don't have a lot of real estate. And I'm not going to scrape off like the center where I'm mixing everything like if you had a glass palette and you're working in oils. You can just scrape it off and then you've got a whole new big area to really play with. I'm doing little teeny brush, little small canvas, small palette. This would be good for an apartment. Small space painting. Could call it that, small space painting.
You should paint a small space painting in a very small space.
I kind of am. I mean, if you look at me, I'm even hunched over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll stick you in a closet.
Like stick me in the closet?
Yeah, stick you in a closet, you'll paint in there.
No, thank you. So I put a little color down. I don't necessarily like it. You know, I just kind of play with it. And then sometimes it was just fine. I mean, there's no reason for me not to like it. Oh, you know what? Actually, I might like better. Here, let's do this. I think I want to warm this up here. And then do a little wet on wet blending, if it will.
I really like that,
Just blend it with my
the
finger.
warmy color that you have right next to the bee's butt on the right.
Yeah, I like that too. It's a little juicier. I like it better. I didn't do it as much on this one. But I also kind of like, normally I don't paint things twice. I just jump in and paint it and you guys tag along with me. But this one I needed some small ones to take to the gallery because I sold out of all my little ones.
It's bee season.
It's bee season. It is. And then I sold 4 bees to a gal here in Omaha, which is so nice. Hey, Debbie, if you happen to watch this. She might have 10 or 12 of my bee paintings.
Oh,
now.
wow.
I know.
Are they all like the 4x4s?
They're all 4x4s, yep. She sits them on a tall cabinet in her office. I went into her house. Well, so it's been COVID. So this is the first time I went into her house. And she has a cute dog, Chewy. He's just adorable. And Chewy likes to chew.
Perfect.
There, I think that's maybe... So what I'm looking at here is like the values, and it could be any color. And if I don't like the color, then I change it. I just kind of want it, I want an edge there. And also what I kind of want too, we'll come back to, is put some white up here. Maybe I'll just do it so I don't forget. A lot of times I do things so I don't forget. Even if it isn't quite what I want, I've got the reminder there. I kind of like and I even like it when it skips. It's kind of skipping on the canvas. It's like the sun grabbing it a little bit or something.
Should we, I think last time we talked about nights.
Oh yeah, we can.
If we moved to nights. Was that fully decided?
Well, it wasn't with anybody but us.
Okay.
Just talk about what you want to talk about. It'll be fine.
Okay. We are thinking about moving to nights, starting
June 1st?
June 1st. Okay. I was like, what month? What month?
Well, we want to give Emily a chance to move. And
Yeah, because I'm gonna. We'll be a little quieter the week of the 9th. I think I there's a video going up that Sunday so far, and then but I don't think we're gonna have a live the week of the 9th. I think that's the 11th that we won't have a live.
Here, I'll get my calendar. I didn't know
Of
where you
May.
were going.
And then
No live on the 11th.
Yeah, because I will have just gotten house and I'll be moving the following day to house.
The next 2 lives will be what's on my easel. So April 27th and then May 4th will be what's on my easel. Go ahead, honey.
But just to start at I think literally a Wednesday is June 1st.
It
right?
is. It is.
Just to keep it cute and even, I think we're gonna move to nights starting June 1.
We are.
Okay, we are gonna be
thanks.
moving to nights starting June 1. I just feel like we should probably say that in the next 3.
No, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Because, there some people come to some and then not all, and
Yeah. No, we should.
Or if
we haven't,
people-
have we decided, 6 p.m.?
Probably.
Yeah, let's just say 6 p.m. We'll just decide
6
right
p.m. So that's, and we're Central Time. So, you know, if you're...
now. 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then if you're on the West Coast, that's what, 2 hours behind us?
Yeah.
So Pacific Time would be...
Is that Pacific? Yeah,
like 4, which stinks. But,
It does
I
stink.
mean, if you're on the Pacific... If you're in Pacific Time now, it's like, what? It's 10:50, so odds are...
It still stinks.
Yeah, it still stinks. Whereas maybe like people in the Pacific Time would be able to catch like if they get off work at 5 and we're like they could watch 30 minutes kind of thing of our live.
Yep. Should we lighten up? Are you? I totally cut you. Like, are we done? Do we need to talk more about it?
I don't think so. I'm just gonna try and remember.
We
to
don't
say
have a
it.
big enough following to get a ton of feedback, so I think we've gotten the feedback we're gonna get.
Yeah, nobody has said like there has been no overwhelming. I can't make that. So.
Yeah, which we appreciate. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to connect with more people, because I think more people in the group, like people help each other, which is just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that, because I'm not always in there. You know, if I'm doing other stuff, I'm not always catching everything. That makes sense at all?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't catch everything. So I'm making this pinker, but I think I want to make it lighter, and then we're going to move on to the grass here. I think I like that one better overall. I think I want it lighter here, more light. I think I like this one better. Isn't that funny? But, you know, painting a painting more than once is really helpful. I really need to... So that's one thing about YouTube is I don't do as much, is I don't paint a painting more than once back to back, because I need new content.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing more. But it would be smarter as an artist, not as a YouTuber, to paint paintings several times.
I think we should do like a painting, paint a painting, paint one of your paintings that you painted like forever ago. Not forever ago, but maybe like maybe there's like a video of it.
Yep.
Like one of the first ones we did, and then we could do like
Well, I've done the rooster twice. I have the rooster traceable.
Oh, you have done that.
And I've actually painted that one 3 times.
Oh, I thought I was thinking of something new.
No. Well, but something we should go back to, because I think that is good.
Yeah, like see how I've grown or whatever.
See how I've grown.
Let's
Like I did the
different.
rooster as a palette knife, and I did it as a brush.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have a video of it, but I also did it like really monochromatic. Not a lot of color.
Mm-hmm.
Decided I didn't need to use an art term there. I went arty. I'm just lightening that up even a little more, see if I like it. I really like my finger blender. I use it a lot. I almost always have paint. And then I broke my nail on that one, which just happened. I think we're ready for... The only thing that's kind of bugging me a little bit is right there, where the gray goes lighter, but it would.
Ooh, like maybe the barn with the hay bales.
Oh, that'd be a good
that's right
one.
next to you. Yeah, do that with the one again. That's from a year ago.
I don't know if I can get it in.
Yeah, you're going to have to just do a pan. Do a nice pan.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
I'm just trying to look at the ones that have the old...
That's way too close. I can't.
We don't have many, like the beginning, the first...
I went to Traceables pretty quick if that's where you're going.
Yeah, but like there's not many... Oh, I guess the pig. You do the pig again.
Oh, we
That
should
would
do
be
the pig.
cute.
We'll do the pig small.
Mm-hmm.
Blossom, I think, is the name of that.
Blossom the pig.
All right, would you write that down? The pig would be a
Yeah.
good beginner.
That would be a good beginner one.
Good beginner redo. And sometimes people think, oh, the painting's too hard, but I'm like, well, painting harder ones will help you grow and stretch faster. I think the more you fail, I don't like the word fail, but the more you paint, the better you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
It's like shooting free throws.
We didn't do too many big ones in the beginning. Like we have the cow that's kind of like pixelated, but not the
Sorry.
cubism cow. I don't know. He's not like he's just got barely a touch of that on him. It's not a lot, but him and
He's behind my door. The cubism. We don't call him. I call him on the nose
yeah,
rather than cubism cow.
cubism cow. But there's not. I mean, you
We'll
have
do
a
the
couple
pig.
roosters, but like yeah, you've done a lot of roosters, so maybe do the pig.
Okay, I'm going to do grass. Did you write that down for me?
Yes, I did. Redo pig.
I'm assuming that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Could
And
watch-
it's a year ago. Well, it's probably almost 2 years ago by the depending on when you do it. But I think that would be nice to see your growth in a year.
Oh gosh, yeah.
With a preface of you paint like probably every day, so like not everyone will grow to that extent a year.
No.
But
if you want to paint once a week, I mean, I don't even golf anymore. And for a while I golfed once a week. You know, and I wasn't very good, but I had a lot of fun. You know, I think it's the same thing.
Chase bowls once a week, and he gets better.
You do get better.
He still has, I think, a really high handicap, but.
Oh, I was so excited when my handicap got on the handicap chart. My handicap was so high, I wasn't even on the chart with golfing. You know, but I mean, I had a good time once I got over the nerves. I mean, I was learning in front of everybody. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that's hard.
I would rather paint at home, and
yeah,
I don't have to show anybody if I don't want to. It was hard to tee off the first time. But yeah, it was just a blast. Then I went to like women's league when I got a little better and was golfing twice a week and got better. It just takes, I love it, but it takes so much time. And I'm like, no, I don't. I need to do this. I still am, you know, I'm not retired yet. So I'd rather paint and make money that way. So I'm just playing with my sort of muted colors here, and then did the value show. That's probably lighter than I want. How do I know? I don't know. There is some, it's like shooting free throws or putting. There is some intuition that starts to happen when you paint a lot. I think, what is his name? He does stuff for Artist Network. A lot of times you have to pay to watch the videos. He's excellent at articulating every little move. Johannes, it's a guy like Vander something. You guys might like that.
Artist Network. I'm Googling.
Johannes. I think is his first name.
Johannesburg?
No, Johannes is his first name.
Oh.
He's like...
is that a channel? Or no? What is that?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I've seen it on YouTube. They have videos. I don't know. Sorry. Shouldn't have brought him up. I don't know much about it.
Because I was trying to Google I
get the Artist Network emails, and they advertise his videos.
Oh, okay. So that's not like...
But I've seen him live. They do free lives. So probably Artist Network. I'm not very helpful.
That's okay.
A lot of times I'm looking at the shape. Do I like the shape, and do I like the values? Those are the values. Are your big player. I need to do the black and white horse too. I still have that written down. I can't talk and think though. You can tell I haven't painted much here. Oh yeah, I want kind of a bluish. I was going to go for this. I want kind of a bluish, maybe aqua-ish, lighter-ish. Let's put a couple of these. Let's be kind of brave and put one of these in here. I'm just going to paint a little bit down the side. Okay, maybe I want it a little... Yeah, he's really good. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but that's okay. It's always good to get other perspectives. He would not paint with as dark of values as I do.
Johannes Vloothius.
Oh, yeah, I do not know how to say his last name.
Vloothuis. Johannes.
He paints in watercolor and oils. I think he paints in acrylic. You guys might like him.
Yeah, it looks like you have to pay for all his
videos. They have free ones on occasion.
Oh, they do? Okay.
I don't know when or why. Because I only watch him free. I don't pay for him.
Oh, I do see, so under resource, on the Artist Network website, under how-tos and tutorials, there are free demos, free ebooks.
Thanks for finding it. I didn't give you a bunch of clues. All right, we'll just switch colors. I'm trying, so what's slowing me down is talking, and then I'm also trying to copy this too closely, and I need to just go with, not worry so much, just go with what's happening in this painting. I thought that comment might be helpful that happens to me. I start to try to copy too much. I kind of want a warm something. All right, let's put one right over I may want to lighten that up a little bit. So I put a little dot and I'm just going to pull it. So little short lines you can do. You can like set it down and pull it up. I really wanted to control my dot. I'm just using the corner of my little 1/4 inch flat brush. And I just came back with some white. I even missed it. That's okay. I want that one to talk. All right, let's do more light ones. Let's do a really limey yellowy green. So this palette's at least 2 weeks old, maybe. I've been kind of babying it and spraying it every once in a while. And then I even mixed larger petals so they just don't dry out so fast. Even though I don't need the paint, just so I would have it for you guys. Just so you know how I manage the paint, not like I'm all that in a bag of chips. So I'm going to do straight, which can help you. And also I don't have to turn it. And then just little strokes. I'm going to come back with a little water. I would really prefer to turn this, but I think sometimes it's better for you guys to see it straight up.
But turning could be a helpful technique to learn.
Yeah. Oh, well, so Emily's yelling at me. No, I don't want to. Well, I mean, I don't want to turn it for this particular one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to connect them all. You can just kind of hint that it's going right by that leg. That might be lighter than I want. Let's put some fat ones in. I kind of want some. Oh, I didn't really talk about it, but I did the light limey green. I mixed in a little purple down to darker. Just gradates down a bit. I'm just going to stop it. And then I think, okay, I've got a green there. Do I need a green someplace else? Although I do have lots of green in the background, so maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know if I need another. Let's go back to the browns. So it takes a lot longer to do it this way, but I can kind of balance. Look at the color balance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was not light enough. Grab a little yellow, grab a little white. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, what else do we need? Maybe some darkers? That one kind of darkened up on me. When I painted this the first time, I was much slower too. It took me, gosh, I want to say 4 hours, but maybe 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't know what I wanted to do, so there was lots of decision making, lots of not painting and thinking, and really making it probably harder than I needed to.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know what I wanted to do.
That could also be another reason to repaint a painting soon after you paint it. And I mean, maybe not like a massive one, because then you have 2 paintings that are quite large of the same painting. But for the small ones, then you probably paint more confidently, you know?
Yep. Somebody asked me if it's better to paint smaller ones or bigger ones. I think now smaller ones, because you can paint more of them. Mm-hmm. And it's the same structure. And then a lot of times the bigger one will just have more detail. Or not. You could literally just paint it the same, but bigger. I didn't know how to answer that one, but I'm like, paint more paintings more often. And I'm not doing much fancy on the bottom there. Just playing with, I do not like that at all. Warning, warning. I don't know if I can fix it. I mean, I can fix it. I don't know if I can do it this way. Oh, yeah, see, there's a little wet blending, cleaning off my brush. Yeah. There. Whew. Oh, I feel like I kind of want a light one. I don't know what I want to do. Could we get away and stop? I definitely want one. I kind of want two more, maybe. I want one that's lighter in my other painting. I'm going to get my brush wet. Grab a little of the brown. I barely stick my brush in the water. So you could leave it with the dry brush. I just kind of wanted it more solid. All right, now I want a light one. It is more efficient to paint all the light ones first, all the dark ones first, but I don't necessarily know where I want them to go.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like you end up with too many of one if you're not, because it would be hard. It's sometimes hard to consciously leave room for all of them.
It's easy to overdo it. I might be there already. I say that not to put myself down. I say that because it just happens. You can fix it. You can pretty much fix anything. Okay. I wonder if I want one. I keep looking at my other reference. I should stop. I want one that bends. Let's do this. Start with a dot. Let's bring it up a little more. I'm going to bring it up and around. Just turn my brush. A lot of times you will aim for something you've already got, which I didn't necessarily want to do, but I don't know, our brains want to line things up, meet things. I don't know if everybody's brain, or maybe it's just my brain. I really didn't want to do that. I'll just maybe do this. Just put in a square. Okay, I think we have enough grass. I think we just need to play with it and we'll be done. I need to step back from it. Oh, it looks really pretty on the stream. That blue, the little
I really like that, yeah.
Pop of funky color can just make it, and it's also very scary to do. I get that. I think I'm going to take some of my aqua, which really isn't, it's in everything, but it's not really there. It's in my color mixes, like my green, but you don't really see it. Should we, there. And then maybe put one, actually a little lighter. So now I'm thinking values. Before I was thinking direction, I want things pointing to the bee butt. I kind of have 3 dots, which is actually better. Oh no, I have 3 dots, sort of, on this one. 1, 2, sort of 3, 4. Oh, and I did a funky little, that's kind of cute. That little, it's almost like a teardrop with 3 colors in it. Hopefully you can see that. That's where it gets to be fun. You kind of play. Let's lighten it up. Hopefully this helps a little bit, guys. There. That kind of brings it forward. Maybe do it again here. And then one more. Kind of lost this guy. That's pretty. That aqua is interesting. That is just such a fun color. You probably can mix it, but I don't know. It's an old tube. Oh, do I have a new tube? I might tell you.
Oh yeah, what the mix is?
Yeah. Oh, it's in plastic. PG7, I ended up bumped, and PW6, and I don't know what that means. I have to look it up on Liquitex.
I'll look it up on Liquitex.
Should I say it again? Or maybe, I don't, Golden tells you color mixes. They have a color mixing chart and all that kind of stuff. You can use it.
What is that, bright aqua?
Bright aqua green. I don't know if Liquitex has that on there.
I'll check.
So I'm going to grab a little yellow green. Now we're just playing. I could be done. Yeah, I could be done. I'm looking at the stream. Oh, here, let's do a screenshot. In case you guys want one.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
It is mix of titanium white and
phthalo probably.
Oh, is that phthalo? Yeah, it's probably the shortening of the long term of phthalo. Phthalo green blue shade.
Oh, interesting. No way, because I've got phthalo blue green shade.
I don't know. You better try it.
Okay. Yeah, let me finish my thought here.
Yeah. Dang. I see why they just call it phthalo.
Is it?
It's PHTALOCYANINE.
Yeah, I think you just dropped the PH. It's silent, so phthalo.
But you're still missing.
Oh,
Cyan,
yeah.
Yeah, you're still missing half the
Here.
word.
Yeah, I don't know. That's when I go to Google and like, how do you say this word? And then it says it out loud on your computer. Crossing things over things can help give you some depth, which is why I really like this one on top of the crocus. And if you don't like a square brush, just use a round. Use whatever you like. I'm going to put a little white. Make my little dots disappear. I made that one actually darker. And varying your color lines so it kind of goes lighter, darker. Lighter, darker, lighter. Can be fun. You'll start seeing it, but people who buy it they don't see it so much. They don't think about it. There's like, that's yummy. But those little details can help make it yummy. I'm going to strengthen that one. Values do the work. It's a little better, or did I make it worse?
Better.
Is it better? It's okay if I made it a little worse. I still like it. Maybe we'll just grab a little yellow. Is it gonna? I don't think that's gonna help me. Oh yeah, my paints are really getting dry. Ah. I do that when there's nobody here. I go, ah. I don't think I changed that at all. I don't think that made any difference. I think I need a little white. Maybe clean out my brush. Maybe I'll just grab a little white with some water, a little dirty white. Just kind of, you can just kind of lay your brush down. There, I just want that to stand out just a smidge. And I said you didn't have to connect it, and look at me connecting it. What do we need? I'm gonna look at the stream again. Oh, we were gonna try. What were the colors, Hen?
Oh, I thought you were wondering about the painting. It's
I
phthalo
was.
blue, green shade, and
White?
titanium white.
No way.
That's what they say.
Would you grab me a plate?
Yes.
I've got so much on here. I don't think anybody can see.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see if we can get bright aqua green?
I want to see.
So they're over here, hun. Oh, I don't have any out. They're in the other room. Here. I will, just grab me a piece of paper.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'll unclip.
No, because...
Well, won't the paper eat it? Oh, it's kind of slick.
No, it's pretty slick and it'll work. It's kind of expensive paper. I don't know why I bought it.
We like cheap in this house.
Okay. And it was out on Liquitex or Golden?
Liquitex.
Oh, they have color mixing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're trying to get to there. Are we in frame?
Yes.
Drum roll.
I know.
I am not seeing that happening in my brain.
I know. It says. I'll double check. Now I'm scared.
Yeah, you get a pretty ocean blue, but you need
check.
yellow.
A mix of titanium white and phthalo green.
Phthalo green or phthalo blue green shade?
Well, it says phthalo green in parentheses blue shade.
Oh.
What's
You
that?
know what? I bet you this isn't the right color.
Oh. Well, let's try to make it. I think that's a nice base. You just need also to add, like, maybe some of your limey green in there.
Well, that's already pre-mixed color.
Oh. Well,
you know what I mean?
I would...
Of course, so is phthalo blue green shade,
You need a greenie, and that's all I think you need.
Ooh. I don't want that to splatter on my... I don't want that to splatter on the painting.
Yeah, because you're kind of in the right tone, but...
I bet you I need phthalo green. I think phthalo green blue shade is different than phthalo blue parenthesis green shade. I think those are different colors. I do need some green.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to grab that green because that'll be, I don't have a good green for it, I don't think.
I know you need a yellowy green.
I do have the limey green, but I just have hooker's green.
Is that
it's going to be way too dark and
cheater?
I don't know.
Yeah, you need something.
Good thing I had donations this week to buy paint. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you added way too much yellow.
Oh, I did.
The thing is, I'm watching after the fact.
I did. I'm going to need to go back to blue.
I became very good at color matching, so
Yeah.
I feel like I should be like that one guy on TikTok that does like, he matches the cucumber.
It could almost be easier with maybe an ultramarine.
Oh, maybe. That's
no, that's too purple.
Which one's greener? The phthalo or the ultramarine?
This one's greener than the
okay,
ultramarine.
yeah, then I'd stay there.
Maybe a cobalt lighter.
Yeah, you need more.
Or a cerulean.
I should watch in person because
I'm closer. I am closer. Now I need more. How do you get that aqua? It's closer. Now it's too green still?
Yeah, it's still too. I think it's still too green.
I don't know. What if they're
on the stream? It looks kind of decent though.
What if they're hating this?
It's more muted. Yeah, I think that the issue is that the white dulls the color.
Dulls it. So I don't. When they do that, it's like they still get such a rich color.
It steals the chroma.
Although it did steal the chroma in that one yellow I have. That's yellow and white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Geez, I hear the cops are coming after us.
Because we mixed it incorrectly.
So if I'm a bad mixer, the mixing police are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's just going to make it lighter.
Yeah, and it'll dull it. That's not bad, though.
It's close. I don't know if I can make it brighter. It's going to make it too green.
Yeah, I think you're kind of mudded now.
Well, I think that's because I've got too many. I don't know how you would do it because they're telling you to do it with not a single color. Like titanium white's just white.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I like this yellow because it doesn't have any white in it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you mix it, you can get juicier colors. But as soon as you throw in a phthalo, something green shade or blue shade, it's got stuff in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so they say they mix it. Like, this is how you would mix it?
Well, it's close. It's probably as close as you can get.
That actually doesn't look awful. It doesn't look bad on stream. Would you hold it closer?
Yeah, I just made it too dark.
Yeah, you did. But that's not a bad mix.
Do you suppose everybody, like, in the chat's going, no, you had it.
Yeah. It never looked quite right in person. You did kind of have it, though.
Yeah. See, this is darker now. It needs the white.
Oh, yeah, the stream's
But
live,
that's
so
aqua.
I just hit that, yeah. You add a lot. When you mix a color, you need to go, like, a little less quantity.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's not bad, though. I don't know if you've changed it since what I'm seeing now.
Right when you started talking, I just added a little white.
Oh, yeah, it's a little dark.
It's a little green.
Too.
It's a little green.
Oh, yeah, you did add more yellow.
She's yelling at me, people. Do you hear the disappointment in her voice? I'm buying you dinner tonight. That's pretty darn close.
That is pretty, and that's not bad, yeah. You could totally work off of that and then...
But I think you need phthalo green blue shade. You definitely need the comma and the parentheses where I have phthalo blue green shade.
So is that just saying like it's blue forward, green in the back?
You know, I'm not as color expert as some, but it is different. I mean, I'm thinking it's more green heavy. And the phthalo blue is more blue heavy. The phthalo green does that make sense? The phthalo green, comma, blue shade is going to be greener. And the phthalo blue is bluer, even though it's a green shade. I'm sure that drives people nuts. Drives me nuts to say it. Are we done? I think we're done. I'm going to sign it, you guys, if you have any questions. I'm liking the new brush. So much nicer than the abused brush. Are both #1, Simply Simmons. I'm going to, actually, Well, it's even better than my liner that's getting abused because can you see how, I don't know if you can see how fuzzy it is. If I stop moving it, that one's getting, I can kind of roll it to a point. And what I mean by that is you get it wet.
The phthalo green.
Roll it.
Parentheses blue shade looks very like a hooker's green.
Oh, does it?
Honestly. Hooker's green is a little more like closer to
me, it's more
normie green. It's like a little too yellow, but it's in that same. What would you say? Like it's the same shade range, you know? Like the Hooker's is just yellow. The
Hooker's has 3 colors in it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Then maybe it's not.
Just I wish instead of the numbers they would just list the colors. Because I don't know the numbers.
Because here, look at. Could you turn around?
Maybe.
So here's
Hooker's.
I can't.
Oh, that looks black from here.
Oh, okay. Here, wait. Let me put my.
It's okay.
Okay. It just looks yellowier.
Oh, yeah. It's warmer.
A yellowier base, yeah.
But actually, it's not as warm in the tube. Mm-hmm. We're going to drive them nuts with all this color. Well, and everybody, okay, now feel like I need to say everybody sees color differently too.
That too.
That becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, if you have any questions, type them out, or you can put them in the comments afterwards. I'm going to sign it, and then I'll say goodbye. Now, should I use the new Great Big Happy Art Hugs? I should.
Yeah, because it's the live.
Because it's
I
the live.
I can't add in the little cute guy on the live, but I put him in on the videos.
Why does my brain have a hard time with that little detail?
It's okay.
My brain has a hard time with that, Em. You know,
it's not the first.
It's not the first thing I have a hard time with. I'm trying to decide where to sign because I kind of covered up my corners.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah.
Maybe I want kind of a... Don't mix with your brushes, but I mix such a small amount.
Mm-hmm.
So I do. I'm just kind of looking at the value here. And it's going to dry a little darker. And so when I roll it, that helps get rid of some paint, and it also helps put my brush to a point. But you also, in theory, you don't want to get it up into the ferrule like I did there. All right, let's just go for it. Oh, not enough water. I would normally pick this up. Oh, that's too fat. And then get it to where I can see it better. I know the older people who wear glasses can relate to that. Oh, that's way too fat. Emily's laughing at me. Laughing at me struggle. Okay. 1 dot for favorite son, 1 dot for favorite daughter.
After today, I think my dot's going to be revoked.
That made me laugh. No more signing for you. What's the Soup Nazis Seinfeld? That's an old show.
Oh.
No more soup for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No more dot for you. Just favorite son now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. Well, thanks for hanging out. I hope you give this one a try. It's really fun. I'm worried about my paper mixing there. I don't want to stick stuff on it. Here's one more look at the crocus if you want it. I'll get it close this way. There's a screenshot earlier if you're watching the replay. There's one too. I'll have to try to figure out how to post. Oh, I could post the photo in the group. I can just need to find it.
Yep.
I'll post the photo in the group.
Okay.
Traceable's on the website. Super appreciate you hanging out with us. It's so much fun. We get to laugh every Wednesday afternoon. I love it. And I'm going to do this because I'm in such a habit, but great big happy art hugs. I can make a dance. And I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.